So this is a story about how I got one of these. As you all know, I do play Gran Turismo a lot, and this right here is the first tangible representation of all the work and hours that I've actually put into that game. One day I was on Twitch, and I was searching for the smallest Gran Turismo 7 streamer that had a webcam. And so I stumbled upon this guy named Mark. And I donated to his stream, I talked in his chat, and eventually we arranged an endurance race together. So me and him and a couple of his friends were driving Group 1 cars around Spa for I believe it was 2 hours. But during that race, we realized, why don't we make this into a league? We have enough people to start one, we have endurance races lined up that we wanted to do, why don't we just create a league? And thus, Cammed Motorsports was born. Our first official event took place at Daytona Speedway.
All right, chat, let's lock in. Oh shoot!
Cammed Motorsports was a variety of different kinds of races. So instead of just having a series for Group 1 or a series for Group 3, we had all sorts of cars on all sorts of tracks. So our second race was the 2023 Super Formula car around Watkins Glen for 60 laps.
3, 2, 1, starting the race, boys. Let's go.
Later.
For the first time in the Cammed Endurance League series, I have finally won a race. Oh my gosh.
Not much to say about that one, but it kind of settled in the fact that this is real. This is a real league. Then we took Group 1 to Laguna Seca for our final race in the US.
25 laps around Laguna Seca in Group 1 cars, probably the shortest race or one of the shortest races of the series. I have a good feeling about this race. Oh, turn 1, let's go. That's another W's in the book.
Before we moved to the second region in the league. And we started off with another Super Formula 23 race at the Red Bull Ring. I had a friend from a previous league, and I just threw it out there. Yo, you want to race tonight? We got a league. If you like it, you can stay. You'll earn points. That was a mistake. You'll see why later on, but that was a mistake.
Chaotic right now. Everybody's tweaking out. But this is Cam. It's gonna be 60 laps around the Red Bull Ring in Super Formula 23.
Yes! GG's, boys, let's go.
And then naturally following that, we took Group 3 to Spa.
This is gonna be a long race. It looks like it's getting dark, chat. We going, boys. Let's go. Let's go! Right as the clock strikes 0.
But then the race after that was not meant to be. Group 1 at Le Mans, also known as the fallout of Le Mans. Out of the whole season, this race had the most incidents reported afterwards. It was the only time we had to put up a safety car in the whole league. This was our first race with rain, and not everybody took to it the same way. People were spinning out and crashing during the rain. Many people disconnected from the server. It was hot garbage of a race. But the following race made up for it. Probably the greatest race in the league. Group 3 at the Nürburgring. And at this point in the league, we were starting to get the word out, and we were getting more and more members, not consistently racing, but trying it out. The next race after that was a Miata high-speed ring race. This was the closest I got to beating Red, but that's because he was really just toying with me the whole time.
Welcome to the stream. Let me get the camera set up real quick. Oh, chat, we gotta lock in. Let's go.
Let's go.
I just muted because I had to lock in. Made no difference, but
I got close. The next race is the most important race. It was going to be a tie. Consistently, it was Red getting P1, another racer named Kyle getting P2, and me getting P3 most of the races. I did the calculations, and if we had that same order for the whole rest of the races, me and Red would have been tied. By FIA regulation, he would win. Even if we were tied on points, he would have more race wins. He would take home the victory. So what I needed to do in this race was either finish ahead of Red which was obviously not going to happen, or make sure Kyle is not between me and Red. I had practiced every single day for a month because this was the race at the end of my December streaming marathon. 90% of those streams was practicing for this race. He was trying to stay behind Mark. His strategy was, nearing the end, he was going to overtake Mark while keeping me behind, and that way there would be a driver between me and him, and he would take the championship. Somewhere along the way, he changed his mind and decided to push Mark to his first race win of the series. So coming on to the final lap, it was still me right behind him, and on the final lap on the first corner, he made this mistake.
No! I'm still pushing. It don't matter. Got a penalty, dude. Dylan beat me. That race. That race was fun.
Let's go! Come on! Holy crap, bro. What a race!
After that was Group 2 at Fuji. It was supposed to be 2 hours. Barely anybody showed up for that one because there wasn't going to be that much fluctuation in the results given how many races we had left. So not many people showed up to that race. With rain in it, it was a dry, wet, dry weather sequence. Red fell behind, and not trying to defend or play with the points or anything, purely based on skill, I finished ahead of Red.
Yeah, 1 times fuel consumption, 1 times tire wear. Oh, no. Oh, shoot! I know why he's spinning. Look at the radar. That's coming in quick, though.
And Dylan went through. You're gonna get hit with the worst of it through the bends. Dylan might have just bamboozled all of us. Yeah, Dylan got it. Dylan got it dead perfect.
It went from full grip to full wet real quick, chat.
Getting out of last, bro.
Later.
Let's go, chat. Come on.
After that was the grand finale that nobody showed up to. Me and Mark showed up to it, the original members, the founders, and that brings us to the award ceremony.
This is the first ever cammed award ceremony. This is Mark. This is Coco. There is Red. He doesn't have his camera on right now because he's sick. In typical cammed fashion, we are about an hour and a half late. Our first award of the night, the most races missed. So out of the entire league, the person who showed up to the least amount of races, he's not here today, but that is Braden. Braden attended 2 races. Braden attended 2 races and did not finish either of them. So that award goes to Braden. Everybody, let's get a round of applause. Most likely racer to make contact on the track. That award goes to Coco. Congratulations, Coco.
Later.
Our first trophy. Oh, these look great, bro. This is my first time seeing them. These look great. For the 3rd place finish in overall points goes to Mark McSpadden. Let's get a round of applause, chat. For the 2nd place overall points in the season goes to Redneck67. And chat, 1st place finisher for most points in the season overall. The winner of the 2024 to 2025 Cammed Endurance League season is your boy, Dylan Lanham. Let's freaking go, chat. Come on.
And now I have one of these to set on my shelf. But that's not the end. See, Cam Motorsports had their first season, but that doesn't mean it's going to be their last. Our first season was kind of a test run to see if the settings that we picked were good, to see if the times and the dates for the races, the point system, to see if everything worked smoothly. Obviously, not all of it did, so throughout the season, we made adjustments, we made tweaks to make it go smoother and to make it perform better. And so the next season will be a lot better. If you do play Gran Turismo 7 and you want to join the Cammed Endurance League, there's a link to the Discord server down in the description below. All the race details will be posted there, and I'll see you on track. And in April, Cammed Motorsports is hosting a 12-hour content creator race around the Nürburgring that will be streamed live April 12th through 13th. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And I will see you there.